Alright everybody, welcome back. Just a quick heads up on what's been going on with the build lately. I went ahead and I got all the airlines hooked up for the gear doors. The 4 gear doors are on with they're actually by themselves. This aft gear door, which has to open first, is tied into the front gear door air cylinder. So those will pop open like a second or two later. These will pop open. Actually, that's backwards. These will come open first, and then this one will come open with the front. Put the gear back in. Checked a couple areas that had to clean up for clearance and everything. So they're back in. That's the only thing I haven't hooked up yet is the air lines for the gear, but they're ran. They just got to be hooked up, trimmed, and hooked up to the valves inside. Speed brakes are all done. Canopy systems in there. I'm using the button valve setup that I do to lock the cylinders. I had a couple of the air cylinders. The little piece that the tube, the nipple of the tube hooks to, would rotate. So I basically took them out, put some CA in them, ran them back in to kind of Loctite them in. Checked all of them for leaks. They're all good as of now. It's hard to see, but I did put in the canopy open and close cylinder, so it's in place. All the boards are in. So I just, like I said, just got to hook up the air lines for the gear and run the brake line. And then I swapped gears once I got the gear in to working on this front piece here. I made the nose pod removable. I had to re-drill a hole. They did the hole wrong, so, and plus I moved the screw back further so that way I can put it in. Yeah, I gotta work on the hole a little bit. Looks like to trim this front hole just a little bit. But anyways, put it in, and then it locks back just like all the ordnances. And I got a little bit of epoxy in there. I gotta open that hole just a little bit. And then jump down here. Oh, yeah, let's go. Put the nose hook on. It's removable. I use some. We'll see how this holds up. I use some medium CA on it, and if I ever want to remove it and put a actual functioning cylinder in there, just take some debonder, turn it on its side, and pour some debonder in the groove and slowly just work it. It'll come off. I've done similar things before like that. And then for the hook, I'm going to make it movable, but it's going to be detachable. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 of these earth magnets, and you can see this little piece here. It sits flush on the fuselage, so I'll just cut a little hole, glue this guy in here, mark it on the fuselage, cut a little circle, glue the other magnet in, so when it's up, bam, it locks it in. And then if I want to bring it down for like a display, I just pull it down, and that magnet should hold it. I mean, these things are strong, so it'll hold it, so it'll be removed so that I can move it. Yeah, put the back rails on. Still got to get some matching paint for this light gray to match them. The front tanks, or front rails are on, and yeah, getting down there to things I need to do. I'm going to clean up these gear doors, repaint them white, and redo the red as well. But I think the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and hook up the gear air lines, install my air tanks and fill ports and pressure gauges, and find a place to. I'm going to put this up towards the nose. I don't mind having a long braking line because it doesn't take much. You end up having to really cut your throw down on these UP6 valves because that's full locked, and usually once it actually hits the air, you're only going to move like that a little bit, or you're going to lock up the tires. So having the longer brake line will allow me to get a little bit more movement out of this arm before the gear locks up. Yeah, it's coming down to the wire on this one. I haven't decided where I'm going to put my vent lines for these. A lot of guys are putting them in here, but that requires you to reach around, and if I put the tank on, it's just going to be a pain in the butt. I could put them up here so it's easier to get to, but still, I think I'm going to mount them somewhere in here. No, that won't work because the gear doors will be closed. Yeah, so I may end up just putting them right here, and then just coming around from the front, and I'll angle them forward, just slide them on. It's going to be the easiest thing to do. But because the tanks are back there, here's this bulkhead. The tank is essentially right here. I guess I'll have to put it here, which will make it pretty easy to get to. Just come around from behind, boom, and then I can basically run my tube around and lay the tank on the wing. So yeah, that'll work. I'll just put the vent like right here, or I could put them in the center here, real close together. Might do that because trying to reach around, it's kind of hard to do that. It might be, no, I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, that's where I'm at so far. Yeah, so I'm kind of running out of things to do. And everything. So I've been kind of slow going. I'm still looking for a truck. I'm trying to find one this week and maybe get one this week. If not this week, definitely next week. Because I've got to get the trailer out, get some stuff, get it cleaned out, throw the Avani in and go someplace and test fly the thing. And then this one will be right behind it. So, yeah, just want to show you guys where I'm at so far with this thing. And I got some, I ordered some new metal, like some real small metal servo arms, because the ones I have are just too long for this, and I got enough to use on here and the rudders, so I'll have metal in the rudder instead of the ones that I made before. But you guys take it easy, and I'm going to get back to it. You have a good night.